And even though we couldn't really help them with what they really need, which was the addiction of mental health, we tried to provide other services for them.
We're standing at the opening of Thomas
So
Masters
what we
Urgent Health
decided,
Care Riviera
we were
Beach.
able to
Program has
obtain
already
the building
started.
upstairs, so
Come
now
on
we
in.
have the whole entire facility, which is 8,107 square feet. So we decided we were empty downstairs, and we said to ourselves, you know, let's just open up a medical clinic. And that's where we got the idea to open up an urgent care. We don't have anything in Riviera Beach, and when I came here, it was really just to give back to my community any way that I possibly could. So, you know, last year we started working on the services for the urgent care, and as we started working on it, it just grew and grew and grew. And at the time, we didn't have a name for it. We were going to name it Riviera Beach Urgent Care, but then to me, I didn't think that was precedent enough for our community. So I decided to pick someone that I thought was very special, does a lot for our community, gives back unselfishly to our community. So it was an easy decision for me to name it after Bishop Mayor Masters. And I'm very honored to share this opportunity with not only him, but with everyone. Thank you and enjoy.
All right.
I do think it's time for Masters to have something named after him. He's always so nice about trying to give accolades to those that have done a lot in the community.
Yes.
And I do have that key, but it does not fit the doors. We'll talk about that later. But I do thank him. We are especially thankful for some of the dignitaries that are out here in our midst. Will they be speaking, or would you like to come up and say something and share something with the facility that's now at our midst? Right now.
Thank you so much, Miss Wells. I don't know if you all caught that, but Miss Wells just tried to take my job. She works at my school. I'm the assistant principal. She's the teacher, but you see she almost slipped up and said she's the assistant principal. I heard that. But I still love her. Hello, everybody. Councilwoman Kashava Miller Anderson for the City of Riviera Beach. I'm actually the chair. You know, it is such a blessing to have this facility here. This is actually my district, so I'm extremely proud to know that we have this urgent care here in my district. And we have such a great need for this particular facility. I know that a lot of times if I have to go to an urgent care, my husband kills me because he's like, why are you going so far away? I go all the way to Donald Ross Road to MedExpress. So it's good to know I don't have to travel so far to go to an urgent care if I need some sort of assistance. I can almost just walk right up the street. So I totally appreciate that you all picked this facility to put your business at, and especially name it after our famous Mayor Bishop Thomas Masters. And you know, Ms. Wells said it right. He gives so much to everyone, and it is such a blessing for his name to be on the building. So thank you so much, and appreciate everyone coming out. Thank you again.
Thank you, and I'm so sorry that it appeared that I was trying to take your position, but I have not gotten my full evaluation yet for the school, so I do apologize. We do have the city manager in our midst. Would you please come forward? All right now. All right now.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And welcome to the City of Riviera Beach, the best place to live, work, and play. And thank you, Dr. Mellons, for naming this building after the hardest working mayor in the county. He not only cares about the residents of the city, but he cares about everyone in the county. And I am proud to be here and to say thank you and welcome. Thank you,
Excelente. So I know I'm all right now. I got the city manager with me. Very good. We do have some other dignitaries that are probably running for positions. Miss Debbie, would you come forward? Thank you. She is great. She got my superintendent out to see me.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Dr. Deborah Robinson. I'm Vice Chair of the Palm Beach County School Board, but I'm an MD. So I have a true appreciation of how important this urgent care facility is. You know, that the gap between emergency room and your primary care, hopefully you have one, but the gap in between, you know, like when I stepped on the nail and I needed somebody to give me a tetanus shot, but I didn't need it to cost me $3,000, like the emergency room, right? This gap is being filled right here in Riviera Beach, and I think this is truly awesome. So I'm thinking, my brain is racing about opportunities for us to connect, right? So one thing is that, you know, we have a lot of medical programs in the school district where high school students have to do clinical rotations in different medical facilities. Now, that's an opportunity, right? And then the other thing I have to say, since I heard psychologists here, is that one of the major things I've been working on is addressing the social, emotional needs of our students. So yeah, so we're talking, right? This is a new partnership today. And I am running for re-election. The election is in August. Don't mix it up with your voting for Kashamba. Okay? You vote for Kashamba in March, you vote for me in August. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, I have to get it from my inside. I'll get it.
Yeah, come on, bring it on, sister.
Well, I am also a doctor. I'm Dr. Julie Botel, but my doctorate is not in medicine, unlike Dr. Robinson, who has my vote, by the way. It is in education, it is in leadership, and I think I have the right prescription for Riviera Beach. And so I am pleased to be here today to be at the opening of this wonderful space. I too have experience bringing healthcare into the school systems. I hope to do a lot with Dr. Robinson and the school district in Riviera Beach to help the kids. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excelente. I am so elated to see so many dignitaries out here today. I was resting, and when I was called to be the mistress of ceremony, I said, for what? I said, let me check my calendar. You know, it's always full. And when it wasn't full, they were so, you should have heard them on the telephone. Well, when they mentioned masters, let me tell you something. I believe I would have moved something to do something for masters. Okay. Do we have any more dignitaries that would like to share anything with us? Ms. Taylor, don't try to hide. You look like one of my students when we started algebraic expressions last week. They don't hide if they can. Oh, right. I know you're going to get it on.
Thank you, Ms. Wells. Today I'm very civil. I am just honored to be here. You know, I have served in so many capacities here in this county. I started out at Port, I went to state representative at Tallahassee, and also the county commission here. But when I was in Tallahassee, we talked a lot about health care. As a matter of fact, I was the ranking Democrat on the health care committee. And one of the things that we talked about was affordability and accessibility of health care. So I am just thrilled that we have here in the midst, in Riviera Beach, that's accessible to every citizen here in Riviera Beach, and also, I'm sure, that will be affordable. So I think that out of all the cities, I don't think that we have one here in Palm Beach County that has an urgent health care right in the middle of the area. So I just congratulate you on what you've done. Bishop Masters, you deserve this. So I am just honored to be here. When I got the call, asked me to come, I said, well, you know, I see Bishop Masters' name here, which he gets on me for calling him Bishop, but Bishop Mayor. I'm just honored to be here to celebrate with you for this great milestone. Thank you. And, you know, I know this is Riviera Beach, but I am running for mayor of West Palm Beach.
Thank you. Excellent. All of you are doing all right. Oh, Suhe, come on.
Thank you. I am Dan Lichtman. I'm a staff assistant to your congressman, 25 years and running, Mr. Hastings. He loves you. He's still working hard for you in Washington. He's there all night and all day right now. At a time when we have so many evil people in Congress who are trying to take away your health care, it's just heartening to see you have more health care now, thanks to this wonderful clinic, thanks to the mayor. Couldn't have a better name on it. So really, your congressman loves you, and he's very pleased that I'm here in his stead to celebrate with you today. Thank you.
Give Mr. Lichtman a round of applause. Yes. One thing about Mr. Lichtman, he's been serving as long as Congressman Hasty has been elected, so he has put a lot of hard work into his community. So he deserves another round of applause. He's a great guy. Really is. Really is. So I'll be really brief. My name is Gervonta Edmonds. I am representing the state senator, Bobby Powell. Of course, you know he's in Tallahassee working for us. Yes. I can tell you, he definitely wanted to be here today. This is his hometown, Riviera Beach. Yes. I know right now he'll be so proud to see the growth, the progress in this community, all the amazing and beautiful people here today. We're here on a Saturday celebrating success. This is a big deal. Y'all make some noise for that. We're celebrating success today. Okay? So Mayor Masters, I'm very proud of you. You continue to do great work. Everybody else that's been a part of this project, I'm very proud. I love to see the growth in the city. And I expect so much more success, and I'm definitely going to be here watching. Thank you. My name is Gervonta Edmonds.
How are you, Mr. Evans? How are you? Fine? Have a seat. We definitely have to acknowledge some of the people that are here, and she's about to do it.
One thing that I failed to do, and I'm really, really sorry, I didn't do this by myself. I could have not done this by myself without my wonderful team. So I want to acknowledge them, and when I call you, I want you guys to come up, please, okay? So my medical assistant is Mr. Sean. Where are you? He keeps me straight. He keeps me in line. He keeps me in order. My program director, Mr. Jonathan Poe, who's very inspirational, keeps us uplifted, keeps us going. My wonderful intake coordinator, Mrs. Melanie Lagore, who's been riding with me from the beginning. My beautiful, beautiful daughter, Miss Martria Welland, who handles all my case management and my billing. My thorn in my side, but I have to love her. I have to love her. My clinical director, Miss Aristia Macy. Okay, now my beautiful, beautiful medical staff. Okay, I have Dr. Nikisha Kinlaw.
Doctor.
Other beautiful nurse practitioner, Ms. Natasha Walker. Okay, the rest of my lazy staff just getting up, but we was here till 12 o'clock trying to making sure everything was perfect. But this is my beautiful staff, and again, I couldn't have done anything without any of them. Oh, wait, I forgot. My business development manager, my son, my bodyguard, Mr. Jameer Johnson. All right. So this is my team and my family, and I owe it all to them. Really, I do. I didn't do any of this by myself without their help, and I love every last one of you guys.
Let's give this group another hand. All right. They want to take a picture. Miss Wellens, pay attention now. They would like to take a picture. Asante. Facebook. This program is going so well. I get excited. I really get excited when I see people because I love people. I'm always out in the midst, and I got to love children if I've been teaching for 48 years. I've got to love them. But now, you better turn around. It's your time. We're going to talk about this particular facility's titled name and who is going to be named after. Mayor Thomas A. Masters is in the 5th term as mayor of the city of Riviera Beach, re-elected 3 times to the non-voting position, most recently after capturing an overwhelming majority in a 3-way race. He won the seat. A representative on the entire city, Masters ensures the voice of every resident, not just one. He wants to hear it through the office of the mayor. Always listening to his people. Having served 20+ years as a community activist on the Pacific Coast, the Pasadena, California native came to Florida and served as a pastor and still in the capacity as a pastor at New Macedonia Baptist Church in Riviera Beach. Mayor Bishop Masters' community activist is long-lived and started with his religious faith, formerly known as the Wonder Boy. Preacher Bishop Thomas Masters began preaching at age 4, became a licensed minister at age 9, and continued to be a minister. He has been very instrumental in getting the job done in those categories. He's helped the homeless. He's helped people in many capacities. Now, without further ado, I would like to bring the hardest working pastor, Reverend Bishop, whatever they call you. Bring him up. Will we please give him a round of applause as he approaches the podium.
Thank you. Obviously, I am not Mayor Bishop Thomas Masters, but I am known as his right hand because I am so proud to now going on, 7 years to serve as his chief of staff. And I have the up close and personal privilege of seeing this man work. And you know I'm always right there beside him, so I know how hard he works. But I've seen him, and he's been elected to that seat 5 terms. 5 terms. This is his 11th year going into service in this community in that capacity. But I have seen him up close and personal do so many things that is well beyond what he can do in the office of the mayor and what he can do in the office of bishop, because he is a people's person, he is the people's mayor, and he has the heart of God on his side. And everything seems to work out just right for him, always, because of that heart. I have seen him go into his pocket and pay for people's prescriptions. I have seen him do so many things that you cannot even imagine how he just struggles to serve the people. And he does it. He does it freely. He does it with his love. And I am so proud to be standing here. Did I lose you?
No, you got it.
I am so proud to be standing here to in this honor today, because there could not have been any better person to name this facility after, because this facility has the heart of the people, and this man has the heart of the people, and I love it. I love him, and I love his service to his community, not only Riviera Beach as it was said, but to all of Palm Beach County and even beyond. Next week, we're having other people coming here from out of the country. So this man is so well deserved to have this facility named after him. And I am pleased to welcome to your front right now the Mayor, Bishop Thomas A. Masters, your 5th-term mayor, soon to be your 6th-term mayor in 2019. Give it up for the mayor.
I guess you could tell that's my campaign manager for the next election. Give Debbie LeBlanc Isaacs a big hand, the office of the mayor, chief of staff. Before I speak briefly, try not to speak a lot. I just try to do what we have to do. Anyone can have words, but it's action at the end of the day what counts. I'm honored to have my son, my sister, Cora Masters, Barry, from Washington, wanted to be here, but she could not be here today. But my son is here, Thomas Masters Jr., and my brother is here, Walter Ray Masters. I'm going to ask my son and my brother to come up for a minute. Thomas A. Masters Jr. and Walter Ray. Walter and I are 2 years apart. And we're all from California. Give them a hand. This is family, God, family, community. And ask my son, my brother first, to just have a word of expression.
It's a real pleasure to be here in the great city of Riviera Beach. It's truly an honor to show your appreciation for the mayor of the city. We've been together for several years. We traveled when we started. When I was 7 years old, my brother was 5. We traveled all through America. I've always been his right-hand man from the beginning until the end.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to say it is truly an honor and a pleasure to be before you. When my dad walked up this morning, he said, "Thomas, it's so good to see my name on something before I die." He said, "Well, one day when I die, it'll have your name." I said, "No, Daddy, it'll have your name." We're very honored and grateful for this opportunity. We're blessed beyond words. We thank you guys for your love, your prayers, and all the support that you've given our family over the years. I'd like to say thank you one more time. We do not take this opportunity to be before you lightly. So thank you once again, and I'll turn it back over to the Bishop, Reverend Thomas Masters. Certainly want to honor all the elected officials, Mayor Priscilla Taylor, Mayor of West, oh no, not quite, of West Palm Beach, and all of the elected officials who have come. Certainly the best, I think one of the best chairs we've ever had in the city of Riviera Beach, Kashama Miller Anderson, give her a hand, representing the entire council. I want to thank God for his blessings, for leading and guiding and holding my hand, and guiding my feet, taming my tongue, empowering my spirit, allowing me to give him glory, service to my brothers and sisters, not just in Riviera Beach, but Palm Beach County, the United States, and parts of the world. Tomorrow, we will ride to the airport in Fort Lauderdale. We will pick up a delegation that's coming from Beijing, China. They're going to be visiting our schools. They're going to be sharing resources with the local schools in Riviera Beach. We're setting up the student exchange program with China. We're also setting up, they're going to be able to provide 4 full-year scholarships free to students from Riviera Beach that want to go to university in China. And we have today Wanda Berserk, who is representing the Chinese Chamber of Commerce, who's also helping us tomorrow and in the next few days in these efforts to welcome the people from China, the Chinese delegation. Stand up, Wanda. Give her a hand, from the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. I am very, wait a minute, I see a lady that I wasn't expecting. She is the one that we named President Barack Obama Highway because of her. I walked up to her one day while speaking at one of the schools, I think, and I said, how would you feel if we named Old Dixie Highway after the president? And her exact words, Dr. Wellens, were, it would make me very happy. And she's here, one of the true matriarchs of Riviera Beach. Give her a hand. Sit there. Sister Dora Johnson. Give her a big hand. Miss Johnson, just raise, Mother Johnson, raise your hand. There she is. Sitting at the table with Miss Anderson. Yeah, what did she say? Remind them of what?
And because of the mayor's efforts and Mrs. Dora Johnson's presentation during the renaming of President Barack Obama Highway, they are, matter of fact, got wind of that. And they have already been here. And tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Channel 25, matter of fact, will be airing their interview with the mayor and Mrs. Johnson. So be sure to tune into that. Matter of fact.
I want to recognize, and I'll be done in a minute, our brothers and sisters from Haiti. You have a very close relationship with Haiti. We have a sister city in Port-au-Prince, Sister Jackie, who's also doing great work in the Haitian American community. Miss Jackie, just stand up, we can honor you. We honor you for the work that you're doing. Dr. Wellens, I'm indeed grateful and humble that you have the urgent care facility in Riviera Beach. Dr. Wellens is very modest. It is the first urgent care facility in the city of Riviera Beach. Give Dr. Wellens another hand, the first. Melina was here, but they're not in urgent care anyway, but they have left. But we're here, and ain't no stopping us now. I was asked, why did they name this after you, Mr. Mayor? First of all, you're still alive. Usually, buildings and streets are named after people when they've gone home to be with the Lord. And you didn't go to medical school in a week. You don't have a degree in medicine, and why would they name this school after you? You're a mayor, you're a bishop. And I just simply said to that person, I said, you know, if you live right, and you treat people like you want to be treated, and you don't forget about the masses and the least of these, God will bless you, and you will have favor on your life. So I want to thank God for using Dr. Wellens in naming this facility after me. Give her another hand. I'm so thankful. So I thought about maybe some of the reasons that a medical facility is named after your mayor, other than the fact that the favor of God, the Bible says faith without works is dead. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that I was born in the most famous hospital in the United States that's still on TV, General Hospital, Los Angeles. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that my sister, Alfreda Dean Masters, who was an actress on General Hospital for several years, and now her daughter, Kit King Masters, the General Hospital, still a star. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that many years ago, when they were getting ready to close St. Mary's Hospital to poor people, and they wanted to make it a private entity, we went there with picket signs. We went there after church and got hundreds of people to picket and demonstrate. And because of the community advocacy at St. Mary's Hospital, we were able to make sure that those doors stayed open, that poor people and other people will be able to go to their emergency. Come on, let's give the Lord a hand for that. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that the Lord has blessed me to be your mayor for 5 terms. It is unprecedented in our city. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact that the Lord has blessed me to name streets in our city after great people, not just President Barack Obama, but the guy that was the longest lived citizen that we had, 107 years of age, Mr. Cleve Dixon. We named the street after Pastor R.J. Hindley. We named the street after Pastor A.C. Evans. And those were right here in our city. I don't think that had anything to do with that. I just think that the favor of God and doing what I do to help people every single day, I try to help somebody. And now we have an urgent health facility in Riviera Beach that will help anybody and everybody. And what I appreciate when I was talking to Dr. Wellens, I said, Dr. Wellens, tell me about people that you will be able to see. She said insurance and the DOT. But then she looked at me and said, but the good news is we are not going to turn anybody away. Give yourselves another hand. We're not turning anybody away. So I'm thankful, I'm blessed. Let's move forward and continue to do all that we can to make the city of Riviera Beach the best waterfront city in which to live, work, play, pray, and have an urgent health care facility in our city. Thank you, Dr. Wellens. Thank you for all of you for what you're doing. Let's move forward. Thank you to the lady who has the key to the city, Betty Wells. And that key opens up all our doors except the bank. She cannot have our money.
Thank you, at least I know that. Okay, now we have one more thing because we're just gonna tilt it just a little bit because we are moving at a good pace, and that's a good thing. As in the words of many of our former teachers and principals, there's a quote I want you to remember. Believe in yourself. Have faith in your abilities, as Mayor Masters has. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in your own powers, you cannot be successful or happy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take strength from each other. Let's change our experiences according to higher education. I wish you a most delightful and enjoyable evening. Thank you for your attention. At this moment, we're going to be eating shortly. She stated we'll be eating shortly.
Then we will have the grand tour. I just want to say two more things I forgot. This morning I spoke at the COSI meeting, Singer Island, the residents of the condos, and there was an Indian doctor that was there, and he said, you know, I want to volunteer, medical doctor, I want to volunteer at the urgent care in Riviera. I haven't had a chance to tell Dr. Wellens, God is blessing you already. Come on, let's give the Lord a hand for that. And I forgot to tell you that several months ago, probably a year ago, I was asked to go to Morehouse University. I had no idea didn't have any idea this was going to happen, but I attended a medical seminar for a week at Morehouse University. So maybe they have a little something to do with it. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to eat and then take the tour of the facility.
Okay, I don't know what the procedure is for eating, but I don't want you to make any more excuses about coming to this urgent care. Because excuses are tools of incompetence, built on monuments of nothingness. Those who specialize in using them seldom amount to anything else. Listen, you don't have an excuse now to come to the urgent care.
There you go. Sheila Banks, the aunt of Corey Jones. You know, we're fighting for justice for Corey Jones. She's here. Let's give her a word. We're going to fight for justice. We don't care what lawyer they bring in. We want justice.
Good morning. It's an honor to be here, and congratulations, Mayor Masters. And also, I'd like to say thank you for your efforts and your many works that you've done to support us in this fight for justice. Like Reverend Masters said, we don't care. We don't care about the attorney. We don't care about who they bring in, but we know at the end that God has this in His control. And we're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to pray, and we're going to continue to remain steadfast as we fight for the righteousness that happened that night when Corey's life was taken away from him. God bless you. Keep us in your prayers.
The president of the Mothers Against Murderers Association, Ann Williams. Give her a hand, Ann. Jimmy Bullhorn is in the house. Hey, Jimmy.
I remember years ago when Mayor Mastering, my pastor, had this vision. And I am so proud that the vision came true for him and for the community. Because this is a truly honor to have a facility like this in Riviera Beach. Thank you so much. God bless all of you.
We'll have the blessing of the food now. Reverend Dr. Pope Priest Rabbi Teresa Nelson is going to come and bless our food. Evangelist Dr. Pastor Nelson. Teresa, give her a big hand. She's all of the above. She's all of the above.
To God be the glory. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come boldly before your throne of grace, lifting up this wonderful facility that you have blessed us with here in our beautiful city, Riviera Beach. We thank you for all the staff and the workers and those that are going to participate, and even the clients that's going to come, that the healing power of your Son, Jesus Christ, will take place on these grounds. As we come and celebrate this wonderful occasion, we bless you for the food that we're about to receive, for the nourishment of our bodies. For Christ's sake we pray. Amen.
And we're getting ready to recognize all the members of New Macedonia Church, and they're all over the place. All right, Doctor, will you let's get up? Let's go eat. Just save me a plate.
Good, all right? Yeah. Celebrate Mom next week. How you feeling everything? It takes time. Everybody can hit this song.
Well, we're just glad to be here. It's a wonderful day in Riviera Beach. This is Dr. Wellens, the owner and the founder. Dr. Wellens live on Facebook. Would you like to please help us?
The clinic is open. We're located at 3120 West. We're located at 31 West 20th Street in Riviera Beach, Florida. So just come out, enjoy it.
Doing it right here. Promise Master Urgent Care, 20th Street, Riviera Beach, y'all. Come and find out what's going on. I'm yours truly, Kenny Boo. Miss Brown got it going on, y'all. My classmate. Let a friend know what's going on. Hey, Doc. I need to ball with a pick with you. Boy, I got it. I had to pray. I don't have to do
eat, we'll be cutting the ribbon. So please stay so you can participate and witness the ribbon cutting and go inside and visit and see the facility. So in about 20 minutes, we'll be cutting the ribbon. So please eat. Then we're going to cut the ribbon and go inside for the grand opening visit.